Alright guys, we have another video here. This is a 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee. It has a check engine light. That's all I know so far. Right now I just connect the scanner and I went to identify the car. So it's a 2014 V6 engine 3.6 four-wheel drive. So we're gonna go okay. One second guys, let me set up the scanner on the steering wheel so we can see better. So what I like to do when I have a car that is not a normal customer of mine, I like to go over to a code scan. I'm using the Veros Edge, but you know, it's better. We can both see. No, that light is not good. Sorry. Let me see if I can turn these lights off. Nope. Alright, so I'm gonna have to leave it that. Well, let's hit the code scan. Card is running. Okay, so we got bank 2, camshaft 1, position actuator circuit open. Let's see what else it shows up. So there it goes. So analyze 19 systems. There's the codes and transmission. There's the battle module codes. Okay, these are just a store. This car was in a front end accident, so those are just a store. So probably when they remove the bumper and they turn the ignition back on and off, that state. So I'm going to just oversee those. Power liftgate module, that is also stored. So the only one that we have a problem is with the cam position actuator. So as you can see, all the monitors are completed. So that means no code has been raised. So we got P0020. Make sure it's the same one we have in the tab, and it is. So let's see. This is the nice thing about, you know, a snap-on. We can click here and see what repairs has been done for this car. So none, so no help in that. So let's get out of here. So I'm going to go back. So we need to know, I mean, we know that we have to go to the engine. What else we have in here? So data, functional tests. Let me see what we got here on this car. So we got phasers, actuators. Okay, that might help me later. We can go to miscellaneous functions. We do cam crank relearn. And we got the phasers cleaning too. That's also good. But what we have is an open, so codes, clear codes. Let's go to data, and let's pick up the engine, see if it's in here. Just looking forward to see what values we can. I like to go over to custom and deselect. It's kind of like easier for me to see. Cam sync state. See what else we got here. Crank sync state. Looking just for data, you know, data pits for cam and cranks. So in this list, those are the only ones. Let's see what they're showing. They're showing that they're. Let's see if you guys can see that. Sometimes it's very hard for the camera. So it's the one you're looking at is the cam. It says it's in sync. Now I'm going over to the crank, and it said that both are in sync. So let's make sure there's focus again. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to another one. I guess ignition. Let's see what else we got in there. Okay, yes, these are the lists that I'm looking for. And I'm going to deselect so we can just pick up the ones we want. Those two are here too. Crank sync now missing. I know it's a cam, but you know, sometimes computer think it's a cam and it's actually a crank sensor missing signal. Well, the car is running, so I doubt that, but it can be a glitch, can be a connector, since the car wasn't in an accident. So let's see what else we got here. Intake cam desired, intake cam desired position, intake cam actual position, intake cam 2 position, and let's look at the duty cycle 2 as well. Just want to compare these two. I think those are the main ones I'm looking at it. Well, I will be looking at it. Okay, so intake cam 1 actual says 127. Crank signal missing false, so that's no problem. I don't like the way, you know, Snap-on kind of like put the things on it. It's like, I mean, I have this to here and then the ones on the other side. So well, what you can do is when you want to like move up the list something, you select it and then it goes up to the first one, and then when you deselect it, it goes up in there. So let's put the two cams. I'm going to go back to the one, so it's one in the tab and the second one in there. So I'm going to do the same thing in here. So I'm going to select number 2 first, so it will be the second one, and number 1 now. So these are the values that I'm looking at, and honestly I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, hopefully guys you can see very good in the video. I have actual position 127 and it's fluctuating, which should be the way it works. Desired angle is 128.6 and 128.2 and line 1 and 2, or cam 1 and 2. And then same thing on the other side. We're like very close to each other. I'm going to step on the gas a little bit. See. They're all in sync. I don't like the duty cycles in 0. It has a rev limiter. I mean, it changed a little bit, but the duty cycles it stays in 0. Sometimes the hard part to trust from, and I cannot say it's the Snap-on values or OEM. I sometimes like to go over to just the OBD part, because sometimes this can be, you know, like a substituted value, and you cannot really trust. The same thing happened on, hope you guys already watched the video that I have on my T1. I end up using the BCDS because it's actual values. There is no change in data in there. So I went ahead just for myself. I didn't record that part, but I went and connected the Snap-on barrels, you know, as Snap-on software and everything in there. I mean, the fuel pressure rail was even 0, and I mean, if you go by that, you would be changing parts. It was not even bad. I went to OBD2, and the pressure was 582 psi, which is exactly what it should be in idle. So those speeds are like completely false, and I mean, it makes you think, can I believe on what I'm reading or not? You know, I know that by law OBD2 cannot be changed, in whatever is in there is actually what is happening. So I don't blame it Snap-on again, and this can be just, you know, the way OEM software is reading, and it's the way it is. That's it. So I don't see any changes in here, but we only have one side. So if we go back to, this is another thing you can do. If you go back to home, like you leave this car running, I mean the scanner, because everything is still there. But if you go to home, at least in the barrels, you can go to vehicle history, pick up the vehicle, and read the code. So we have bank 2 camshaft 1 position actuator. So it's bank 2 camshaft position actuator. It doesn't really tell me if it's intake or what. So bank 2 camshaft 1 actuator circuit open. So with that, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a homework, because we don't have any troubleshooter to help us in this. Like Snap-on was before very helpful, because you were having here a troubleshooter that, you know, give you aid on code definitions and so. But it looks like at least on these newer vehicles, we don't have that help in here. So I use Identifix, so I'm going to go over to Identifix with that code number. Again, it was P0020. So I'm going to stop 1 second the video, and then I'm going to go there and see what they tell me, like what sensor, actuator, or what am I looking at in here. Okay. Alright guys, I'm in Identifix. Let me show you what the definition of the code is first. Looks like it's very simple. So we have bank 2 camshaft 1 position actuator circuit open. So those are just solenoids. It's a VVT control solenoid. So it's remember, it's bank 2 camshaft 1. So let me take you over first to see which one is. So if we have, see here, bank 2 position 1 means it's the intake 1, so it will be number 3, right? That's what it says, 1 2 3. So bank 2 position 1. If we go over to the schematic in the image right here, so it shows me that number 3 will be facing, like I will show you in the car. So but this is the front of the car, the front of the engine, so it will be the right hand side head, and it will be the intake solenoid. They're all pretty much the same, as you can see on the wire diagram that I have the schematic in here. They're all controlled by the powertrain control module. It's a power side switch, and it has a steady ground that supplies all ground for all the solenoid, for the oil pump solenoid too. So I don't think will be the ground unless it's try the sensor. I mean the solenoid, but all the solenoids sure look just like the same. So I can go and measure resistance on it. So I'm going to the car. Put a light in here. So these are the actuators that we're looking at in here. So these are the solenoids right here. So this is the 1 2 3 and 4. So the one we are looking at, or the one we had to look at it, I'm gonna lift this up so it's out of my way, or out of our way. Okay, so that's it. There is nothing else to look at it. So we have a broken actuator. Connector looks good, but the actuator is broken. So guys, is no further necessary testing when you find something like this. So okay, I'm just going to stop the video here. It was an easy one. Well, I hope you guys like the video. It's always good to have good information so you don't guess where you're going to. And I was just going to test, for resistance, but with a broken connector, there is nothing else you really want to do. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up, and that alarm bottom on the right of the video is for get notifications, so please turn it on so you guys get up always the latest ones, the latest videos that I'm uploading. Again, thank you so much and have a good day.